More than 100,000 people vanish each year. Most are never found. In 2025, something strange happened. The disappearances were connected, all of them tied to vast cave systems running beneath the United States. My name is Dr. Aaron Nolan. I've spent the last 7 years studying patterns in missing person cases, but it wasn't until this year that I started seeing the connections. Disappearances clustered around cave entrances, underground networks that stretched further and deeper than any official map admitted. At first, I thought it was a coincidence. People wandering off trails, getting lost, falling into a hidden crevice. Tragic, sure, but very natural. But when the disappearances spiked in early 2025, happening almost weekly near cave openings from Kentucky to Missouri, I knew something else was going on. Something unnatural. It started with a girl named Emily, last seen near Mammoth Cave in Kentucky. Her friend said she'd wandered off the trail for less than 2 minutes. When they called her name, all they heard was a faint, wet sound, like something being dragged over the rocks. Search teams combed the area for days, but there was no sign of her, not even a shoe. That was the 23rd disappearance that year near a cave entrance. I started pulling records, going back decades, and the pattern was clear. Disappearances clustered around the largest cave systems in the United States, even some undocumented cave networks in Utah. It was like they were all feeding on something. The deeper I dug, the more I found references to something else. Old police reports mentioning strange noises coming from the caves, screaming that would stop the moment someone got close, large hoof prints in the mud, and a smell, coppery and rancid. Then I started hearing the stories. A park ranger in Kentucky told me about a local legend, the Goatman, half man, half goat, supposedly roaming the woods near Mammoth Cave. According to the story, he could mimic voices, draw people off the trail by calling their names in familiar tones. Those who followed his voice never came back. I thought it was just folklore until I heard the recording. A missing persons case from 2017, a hiker who'd vanished near Carlsbad Caverns. The Park Service had set up a trail camera after multiple disappearances. Most of the footage was useless, just dark shapes and static. But then at 3:13 a.m., a voice, clear as day. Help! Please! Help me! It was the hiker's voice. But the problem was, the hiker had already been missing for 3 days when that recording was made. That was when I knew I had to go into the caves myself. I started at Mammoth Cave. I hired a guide, a man named Clay, who claimed to know the off-map section of the cave system. He didn't ask questions about why I was there. I think he already knew. We descended past the tourist sections, deeper into uncharted tunnels. It was cold. The sound of dripping water echoed down the stone walls. Our flashlights barely cut through the blackness. After about 2 hours, we found something. A section of tunnel with strange symbols, crude shapes resembling goats or horned figures. Some were smeared with what looked like blood. Clay froze. We need to go back. Then we heard it. Help me. A woman's voice. Emily's voice. Clay grabbed my arm. That's not her. We need to go. Please. I'm lost. My legs moved on their own. I turned the corner, shining my light into the darkness. The tunnel opened into a wider chamber, stalactites hanging like jagged teeth. That's when I saw it. It was crouched against the far wall, half hidden in the shadows. Tall, nearly 7 feet, with twisted muscular limbs, its legs bent backwards like a goat's, hooves scraping against stone. Its skin was molted gray and black, rough like bark. The head of a goat, but stretched unnaturally long. Black eyes and long yellow teeth. Help me, it said with Emily's exact voice. Clay screamed. The creature lunged. We ran. I don't remember how we got out. I just remember hearing Clay scream behind me, a wet, gurgling, purring sound. And then, nothing. I didn't stop running until I saw daylight. Clay never came out. The authorities listed him as missing. I didn't say a word, as I knew no one would believe me. That was 3 months ago. The disappearances haven't stopped. They've gotten worse. And the caves? They're connected, all part of a vast network beneath the earth, stretching for thousands of miles. I think the Goatman is using them, hunting, traveling unseen beneath us. Sometimes urban legends have more truth than fiction.